Hello, this is Rob from Rims Models. This is my update of the Tamiya Matilda Mark III. This is my first Tamiya kit, and I must say I really like it. It's a really great kit. So just before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. All your comments, really do appreciate it. Okay, so here we're starting on the lower hull. The fit's excellent. Like I said, I've never done a Tamiya kit before, so I'm really pleased, and I'm definitely going to be doing more. Okay, so all we're doing now, we're still working on the lower hull. There's lots of little parts as well to glue on. There, as you can see. Now this here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to this. Beautiful. No problems. Really do make nice kits. And all I do, just off camera, I just dry fit it, just to make sure it all fits okay. There's a couple of little connection points you just got to sand off. Other than that, no problems. I've had this kit in my stash for quite a while, and I thought I'll get round to building it one day, so I thought I'll give it a go, and I'm really pleased I did. Again, you can only get this one way. Look at that fit. Right, now we're working on the back now. There's 2 different ones here, so just make sure you get them the right side. Now this is not an interior kit either, so it's just a quick build. I'm working on a interior kit at the moment, but because I'm at the painting stage, I thought I'll start another kit while I was painting it. Okay, so now we're working on the wheels. So these are the dry sprockets, and there's 2 parts, and then you've got your poly cap. So it makes it fitting the wheels easy. Now we're on the idler. Again, your 2 plastic parts and your poly cap. These are got little slots in just to help you with the alignment. Really nice detail. Okay, now we're actually working on the suspension now, and there's 3 different sorts. The one I'm doing now is one of each, because they're like these are sided, and then you got the double one in the middle. But again, just nice and gently gluing, and the wheels do turn. It is workable. Okay, so just a little dab of glue. There's a little bit of, once it's all dry, there's a little bit of a seam I'll just take care of. Just sand it down. So all I've done, I haven't glued the bottom piece so I can fit the wheels. Just makes it a bit easier to fit the wheels. Okay, so now we're on the middle one now. So as you can see, there's actually 4 wheels on this one, whereas the other one only had 2. There's actually 4 on this one, and you got 2 of them to do. Again, it is workable. It makes the track fitting the tracks easier as well. Okay. So look, little bit of glue. The tracks as well. When we get to them, you got 2 lots of tracks. You got your rubber band tracks, or you can have the link and length tracks. So I went for the link and length option. There's nothing wrong with the rubber tracks, but I prefer the link and length ones. Okay. So that's that piece, and then all we do then, just glue them 2 bits there between the wheels. That's enough then to hold it all together. Again, there's a little bit of clean up on some of these parts, but nothing major. Okay, so that's that one done. So all I'm showing you here now is the 4 of them, and then you've got these 2 then. Like that there, you didn't see me assemble that, but that's actually a jockey wheel. So you got 2 of them. Now they go on the front, and then your double ones, you got 2 doubles each side then in the middle, and then the single ones on the end. Plenty of locating points just to help you with your locating it. These, it doesn't matter which way around these go, because they're both the same each side. That's the ones I built first. I'm just fitting now. There are some ejector pin marks there on the lower hull sides, but you ain't going to see them once it's all finished. Okay, so that's that done. Right, now what we're doing now, we're working on the back, and we're just gluing these are two of these. Now they're both the same number, so you ain't going to get mixed up. All you gotta do, just make sure you fit them the right way up. Okay, so again, just making sure they're square. Right, now these are suspension covers, and you got a left and a right, and there's little parts to glue. There's these I'm gluing on now. There's 6 of these you got to do. Now we're working on these. Now is the upper hull, and it's attached. You don't need to glue it down. It's actually attached with polycaps, so you can makes it easier to paint. But I glue it together once I've finished. But you don't need to. Also, there's some figures as well. There's 3 figures with this kit as well. So that will you know, I'm not really up on my figure painting, so see how we get on. Hopefully they'll come out all right. And now on the lower hull as well, there's some holes to drill. So all I'm doing here is just gluing all these parts on. There's lots of little parts. There's all your tools and spare tracks and other bits and pieces. But when it's actually finished, it is a really nice model. So you got 4 of these I'm fitting, and then you've got 4 of the other side then. And all you got to do, just make sure you keep them in order. So now we're fitting the other side now. Okay, so the key to this is dry fit. Make sure everything fits before you put glue. Yeah, it only takes a little sprue gate or a bit of something, and it'll stop the fit. Those. So now these two now go on the ends. And they're both the same as well, both the same number. All you gotta do is just make sure you get it the right way. Right, now we're attaching some tools now. Quite a few tools on this. I always attach mine because I just think it's easy to paint them when they're in position. And if you just take your time, and all I do then is just put a bit of paper or something underneath the handles and that, so when you paint them, if you don't get no paint on the actual paintwork, it does help mask it a little bit. There's no photo etch either with this kit, so if you want a nice easy kit to build with not too many parts, this is the one for you. Okay, so we're still attaching tools. Right, this is a handle now. We can see the details really coming along now. These are all painted gunmetal, the metal parts. But in the next update, I'll show you what I've done and what I've used. I've actually painted it now, it's actually painted, and I've just started the weathering. Well, I'll show it, like I say, I'll show you all that in the final reveal. Now all I'm showing you here, I primed it all first with black, because once you've stuck these parts on, you're not going to get to it. There's a lot of parts that are going to hide all this, and it'd be quite hard to get the paint in. So all I've done is painted it all first, primed it, and then I'll glue it all together. Okay. Plenty of little locating points and that, just to help you with location. All I'm doing, I'm just gluing where the pins are. I'll just put the glue there. But when I actually primer it, I should primer the whole lot again. But I just wanted to make sure there's no plastic showing through. Right, these are the tracks now, and all I've shown you here, that's what they're like when they're done. As you can see, really nice. And I've just laid them out how you glue them together, and then I've just glued them all in a long line. That little piece there will go on the top to link the two ends together. And all I'm doing there, that's where it bends. So I'll just lay your wheel by your wheel, fold it round like that. It all goes together nice. So all you do, just glue it all, leave it for about 5 minutes to dry, and then you could just make them workable then, and then just glue that two ends together. Right, now we're working on spare tracks now, and there's two lots of these to do. You got one on each side. Okay, and I'm just attaching them now. There's little locating points just to help you. You gotta drill them holes there, you've got to drill yourself. So, but there's little locating points just to help you where to drill them. But I forgot, I missed one hole which I had to drill. I forgot to drill it. But luckily I managed to locate where it went. Okay, so that's still your two sides, your spare tracks. And then there's four brackets to fit then, just they like to hold them down. These are little lights now I'm fitting. And these you paint the insides then with the silver it is. Okay, so, and these are a left and a right of these, so just make sure you get them the right way. Now these are the brackets I was on about now, just to hold the spare tracks down. There's a little bit of clean up on these, there's a little bit of a seam line. But the plastic, Tamiya plastic, it sands beautiful. It's a lot different to mini art plastic. Really nice to work with. Okay. So these now, we've nearly finished this now, the lower hull. So there, that's them. There's like I said, there's a couple of holes you just got to drill for each one. Well, don't worry if you don't drill them, because they're easy enough to locate. Right, so these now, there's two of these on each light. Everything as well, you see, is built straight out the box. I've put no extras on. Right, so still gluing parts. There's a lot of parts as well I don't fit. I don't show you every part, but the fit, they just basically fall together, these parts do. And you got two lots of these I'm doing. And then there's a couple of little holes just to help you locate. Right, so now that's the lower hull finished. That's not glued together yet, it's just held together with the poly caps. Right, now This is the fuel tank. This is the actual fuel tank we're working on, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts to this. When you finished it, the seam's that good, you just need to just run your sanding stick down it and no problems at all. It's a beautiful fit. It is a well engineered kit, I've got to say it. And then on each end then you got 2 handles. Both ends are the same number, and the 2 handles are the same, so you can't get them mixed up. Okay, so I'm just running the glue around. I'm just making sure it's all square. Right, now I'm attaching the handles now. And the good thing is they put the attachment points on the ends, so when you cut them off there's no sanding to do, which I thought was a nice touch. Right, now we're working on the exhaust now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 parts to this, and then they give you like a zoomed in the instructions. It gives you a side view, like a zoomed in view, so you can see. Make sure you got your exhaust the right angle and that. But there's plenty of locating points. You could, if you wanted to as well, put a bit of texture on this. Well, I don't. I just paint it as it is and just give it a bit of a rusty look. Okay, so these are all different numbers as well. Just make sure you don't get mixed up. Okay, so I'll just glue the 2 halves together then. Again, you can't see the seam. Alright, so what I'm fitting here now is the exhaust pipes. Okay, so that's them fitted. There's 4 parts there are glued. Now these 2 are the 2 brackets to attach the fuel tank, and they're both the same, so you can't get mixed up. And then all you do then, I just test fitted it off camera, and there's 2 little holes in the actual fuel tank, and it just fit. As you can see, the fit is excellent. I've really am impressed with this kit. Okay, so I'm just dabbing glue around, just making sure it's all square. Now this here now I'm fitting is a light. There's 2 lights on it. Okay, so that's that piece done. Really nice. Right, now we're on the turret now. So this is a 2-pounder gun. The good thing about the Tamiya instructions as well, it actually tells you what you're building, so it is a nice touch. And there's 2 poly caps as well that goes on this to help you with, so you can adjust it. Which is what I'm fitting now. And now we're actually on, what we're on now, trying to assemble the turret now. There's 2 seats, these are 2 seats you glue on, so when you put your figures on they actually rest on these. Okay, just make sure you get them the right way up. You can paint them. I actually primer the inside all black so you can't see no plastic shine through. But once the figures are in you can't really see much anyway. Okay, so we just glue these 2 together and then fit the gun. You can see, look, it fits beautiful. There's a few holes as well you got to drill, and all you do then is push that in, just gentle with your gluing, because if you can make it workable. Right now we're working on the commander's cupola. And there's 2 halves. These here, you fit them if you're having the hatches open. If you're not having the hatches open you don't need to fit them. As you can see the 2 halves are glued together now. No problem at all. Plenty of locating points. There's no clear parts as well on this. They're all the plastic, the tan plastic. Okay, so we're attaching the other hatch now, and then one of your figures then sits on top of the cupola. There we go, just make sure you get these pieces the right way around. Okay, so that's that piece finished. There's a little light now I'm gluing on. Well, keep your eye out because the final reveal's coming very soon. Now all I'm doing now is just attaching lots of parts now to the turret, but I don't show you every single bit. I'm just picking out some of the big bits so you can see what I'm doing. But you'll have no problems at all with it. Now this I'm fitting now. There's you get a couple of tarps with it, plastic tarps, but you can't. They won't fit if you glue that little piece I put on there. Just you won't be able to fit the tarps in. So if you leave that off, they'll fit, because you got a couple of different versions you can do. Okay, so we're still gluing parts on. It really is a detailed turret when it's finished. Okay. You just got watch where you're grabbing as well, because you could break the parts off. These are little lifting hooks I'm attaching. Now we're working on the top of it now. There's a little cover I'm gluing on. I'm not sure what this part is I'm gluing. Okay, so now we're attaching the cupola. There's a little cutout, like a little pin, just to help you get it the right way. Well, it just drops in. You don't need to glue it, the fit's that good. And I do glue it though, just to make sure. And this is a little piece now that goes on the back of the cupola. Alright, still little bits. There's another hatch to attach. There's I think it's free. There's free painting options as well you can do. But I'll reveal which one I do when I do the final reveal. But I've tried to pick the one that not many people have done. Okay, so it's nearly done now. Nearly glued it together. Nearly done all the parts. There's depending on which version you do, there's a lot of these parts you won't fit. So just go to your instructions, pick which one you want to do, and then it tells you as well which parts not to fit, depending on your version. So we're still gluing parts. As you can see now, it's really starting to take shape now. And you pretty much use every part that comes with the kit. You don't get many parts left. So just keep test fitting. That's the key, test fit. Like this part I've just fitted. On one of the versions you don't fit them. So you gotta make sure as well you find out which version you're doing, because there's some holes to drill. These are two little guns. They're like in covers holders. Right. This is the last hatch I'm fitting. Again, if you don't have your figures, you can have all these closed. If you don't use the figures, but I use them. There's a couple of ejector pin marks inside them. Right, so here we are. This is the finished build. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Really enjoyed building this. So plenty more Tamiya kits to come. So thank you for looking and enjoy yourself.